What's up, YouTube? And today I'll be reviewing Transformers Earthrise Hoist. As you can, by first glance, it looks, I like the look of him. But I have some complaints with this figure, but I'll explain that later. But first, let's get a closer look. As you can tell, he looks very G1 in his design, which I'm a big fan of the G1 cartoon. So, he's on about symbol right here on the torso. It's very hoist-like. It's to me it just looks like hoist to me. Yeah, he also has these little wing things on top, but this white thing on top of that repulsive, that shield this is really supposed to be for Trailbreaker. But anyways, he looks pretty cool. Yeah, orange here. He just looks pretty cool. He has a backpack. The backpack is the kibble, or the kibble is pretty decent. But he looks, he has silver paint on his legs. He has some battle damage on his torso. It's hard to see on my camera because But his head sculpt is pretty. It's pretty good details. You have this blue visor, his silver mouse plate. But anyways, let's get into articulation. His leg goes about 90 degrees back, which that's pretty much good amount of range and good amount of motion there. His leg goes all the way back. All the way back and all the way forward, so that's a great touch. What's cool, if you just use this joint, it'd be about a little bit over 90 degrees. But what's really cool about this figure is, due to transformation, he has a double jointed knee, which that's pretty awesome. You pretty much can get him into cool poses. Now on to the complaints. Wait, one thing I forgot to mention. Because, his arm can go about all the way up like that. Yeah. His arm can go way up. It's like it's almost on a double joint. But that's pretty cool range of motion for just one joint. But, this flap right here goes with the arm. Which is that's kind of, I really don't care for that. But, I wish the arm could just move and be on a separate joint. But his head could go side to side, up, down. He's an okay figure. Okay, now up to the complaints. Oh, that's one complaint right there. These joints are kind of loose. Especially this knee right here. When I try to hold him, he see look, his arm. He's kind of back. He's kind of top heavy. And his shoulder joints loose. His out movement is loose. Watch. See, that's one thing I don't like about the figure. But other than that, he's an okay figure. And people who own this toy might be wondering, where's his arm cannon? Funny thing, I lost it. Sorry about that. But he's not bad. He's not well, it doesn't take nothing away from the figure, but you know, he looks more G1 accurate that way. So I'm thinking about just getting an upgrade kit and just giving him more G1, more realistic hand for like the day one cartoon. But you know, overall, he's pretty good looking hoist. Okay, now let's get into transformation. Okay, first what you gotta do is, okay, detach the backpack. I forgot to mention he's hollow, but the backpack kind of hides the hollowness. But yeah, anyways, back to transformation. Okay, first you might wanna move these door wings out a little bit and put this little shield thing up. I mean down. I meant to say. Okay, put these things back down, or pauldrons, I should say, probably. Okay, you know. Okay. Next thing you might want to do is untab the front of the truck. Okay. Flip the head in so that you can hide the head. Okay, next you might want to do is use the double jointed. Next you might to do is flip in the bottom of the leg like this. Do the same exact cycle with the knee. And okay, pretty much want to see where this thing is at right here. Okay, flip this up. Okay. Now what you got, this is kind of the complicated part of the transformation. Okay. You might want to do this first. Okay. This is kind of a complicated part of the transformation. Ah, golly. This is one thing I also... Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. See this... Okay. I forget... Okay. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all. Okay, this is really the more complicated part of the transformation. Okay, put in the arm like that. Okay. That's one of the most complicated part of the transformation. Okay, people who pretty much have this figure pretty much know what to expect. Haven't transformed this figure in a while. Okay. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all. Thing is very complicated, but it might get easier. It gets easier and easier over time. Okay. Next, what you gotta do is see these little tabs right here in these circular holes. Okay, this tab will get into this hole, and it'll go in like that. Okay. Next, what you gotta do is see these little tabs right here and here, and these little holes right, and these little tabs right here and here. Plug that in. Okay. Okay, first you gotta get a situated vehicle mode, just a slight bit. Okay. 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 Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Yeah, hinge this thing down like that. Then, yep. And there. And that's his vehicle mode. Okay, anyways, now getting a good look at the vehicle mode. Okay, you gotta put his wrist in like that. Okay. Now he's in his truck mode. Now let's get a look at the truck mode. You know, it's a pretty good G1 truck mode. Hope they improve this with the Trailbreaker, with the loose joints. Hoping they tighten it. But you know, anyways, put it aside. You know, he has his blue opaque window, blue tail lights. Yeah, this thing is entirely painted out of silver. As you can definitely tell on camera that the front of this truck is the color doesn't really exactly match with this plastic right here. And as you notice, the tire here and here don't match. I kind of wish there was these. Wish the tire was exactly the same as this one. Wish the tire was. Wish they used the same tire for the back as well. But you can definitely see some robot kit on the bottom. But you can definitely see it under the truck mode. But he has the blue window. But as you can notice, this should have been blue instead of black. As you can tell, he has a caution stripes. And what's the thing that's a kind of a cool gimmick is you can kind of get a tow thing, uses tow cables of sorts, but if you can't get a good grip, you can't really use this much because you can't. It's hard for him to get a car on top of it, like he's towing Autobots. I'm having common problems with this review because I'm complaining about this figure, but other than that, he's a really good figure. It's definitely not a deal breaker. Probably the last time we got a hoist figure was around the Generations that came out 7 years ago. This is a pretty much proper update. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure this thing's getting compact. Remember he's kind of having a hard time rolling. Okay, now I'm just giving him good and tabbed in. Sorry about that, y'all. But he can't really roll that great because he kind of slides more. He kind of slides more than roll. But he looks very close to. He looks pretty much just like his G1 animation. He's a really cool looking. He's a really good looking truck. You still have the battle damage. The caution stripe. It looks decent on the back. But overall, it is what it is. So, hope you enjoyed this review, and please like, subscribe, give a like. See you soon for my next video. Peace out.